Welcome, dear ones, and thank you for your support of the Angels of Atlantis transmissions each week. And by this, of course, I mean your attendance, your appreciations, and your sharing of the richness of the angels' messages. And of course, your comments. Please keep them coming. And do let us know what information, what meditations, or what spiritual technology you require for this unique time of becoming. For we're living our souls in a completely different way. And if you need more spiritual intelligence, this is important to us. Just let us know, because what we want to do is to give you what you want. In December, through popular demand, I will be gifting special offer soul readings for 30 minutes at half price, just for you. And these you can book for yourself or for a dear one as a pre-Christmas gift on the store page of www.theangelsofatlantis.com. This week's transmission centers on the sacred themes of cosmic connection, spiritual awakening, and divine love. And it names the celestial event of Three-Eye Atlas arriving as a profound spiritual messenger, not merely as a physical phenomenon. For Atlas is described as a blue star messenger, echoing indigenous prophecies all around the world, especially those of the Anasazi and Aboriginal peoples, who interpret Atlas's arrival as a reawakening for a collective purification, and therefore for planetary transformation. The angels are also giving us a foretelling, a prophecy of a blue wave, which I mentioned last week, and a blue lady visiting us, amplifying our process of evolving spirituality and finding ways of expressing unconditional love. And for those of you who are new to this channel, hi, my name is Stewart Pearce, and I've been the emissary for 12 angels, the Angels of Atlantis, for nearly 40 years. Now, as we would love to welcome you deeper on the inside, please click subscribe and like, for everything that you see here in this channel is empowered by your subscriptions. And we wholeheartedly thank you for clicking the bell for like and subscribe, and you can see the buttons on the screen. So what I'm going to do is to meditate for a few moments. Please join me. I'm going to close my eyes, breathe really deeply, open up the pranic cord, which for those of you who are unfamiliar is a silver white light through the center of my spine. As a result, I'll open up each of the principal chakras in my personal chakra system, go deep into my heart, for this is where I will hear the angels' voices. And then I'll open my eyes. They tell me to do this so that they can channel light through my eyes and also through my voice. So join me in this meditation. Greetings, beacons of light. We are with you and within as we continue these sacred transmissions to you each week, expressing the love of the divine Mother, Father, God, Source, and providing the rays of divine healing and celestial support during this, your time, the time of unprecedented change. So please feel this wave of love for you. It comes from the cosmic heart and is rich with the pulse of passion from deep within the interstellar darkness, knowing that you receive the heartbeat of the divine, for we love you so. In the cold silence between the stars, a cosmic traveler from another sun passes near to your spiritual, beautiful home, the planet of Gaia. And this you know as 3i Atlas, although we have been given a completely other name, and in good time we will reveal this to you. But at present, this celestial traveler is the third powerfully influential celestial visitor in the time period of the past 500 years, even if it arrives within your visible field 170 million miles from your planet. This messenger is not simply nickel, carbon, and gas. It is not simply a comet. Although comet means celestial, celestial one, celestial messenger, we are referring to 3i Atlas. And in referring to Atlas, in a way of describing its nickel and carbon, is simply diminishing its splendor. And this is felt also by the indigenous peoples of your planet, particularly the Anasazi tribes of the southwest of the USA and the Aboriginal peoples that were originally from Mu. You see, they see Atlas as a blue star messenger. For in their ancient and profound songs, there resonates a legend which says, when the people of the Gaia forget their balance, a blue star will appear. And mankind, kind man, by visitation, will be reminded of who they truly are. And so therefore the Hopi see the essence of Atlas as a crucible of purification, as a mirror of transformation, as a vessel of integrity, granting a time when silence will once again be an antidote to noise, and it will contain a credence of celestial proportion. For this is a time when the four winds will be felt to contain the sacred songs of the spirit of the ancestors, teaching, reminding, illustrating what can take place within the spiritual amnesia that seems to have overtaken your sacred memory. Atlas speaks the sacred language of reconciliation, to find equity between both of your hemispheres, between thought and feeling, discernment and emotion, cerebral and metaphor, through amnesia and memory, bring together in unity. And so Atlas does not just arrive, it awakens. And the Gaia's morphic field is quivering with its wizardry and its alchemy. Atlas has a large water component which represents humanity's inner course of emotional life, which Atlas is purifying. As we speak, your body is purifying, its water is being cleansed. And so your emotions, dear ones, those of you who are attuned with the great song of spirit, with the great breath of love, will see Atlas as pure revelation, whilst the minds of those within your scientific establishments are befuddled, because Atlas appears completely other than the prior planets noted in your recorded history, the prior comets, such as Halley's Comet, for example, or the Neowise of 2020. Atlas is physically rich in carbon gases, water ice, and nickel vapor, yet it is the nickel compound within 3i Atlas that is in conversation with the innermost part of the Gaia, the core of the planet, which is made of iron-nickel alloy consisting of two layers, a liquid outer layer and an inner core. This conversation means that every earth molecule with its receptor core as water-based is in harmonious synchronicity with the living archive of the Earth's Akasha. And of course, as well as its nickel, which is a receptor. You see, sound, feeling, frequency, these are true cosmic vehicles. And as water lies within the great body of the Gaia, as within the body of mankind, the water in both bodies represents and resonates the sound signature of Atlas. Feel the wavering, quivering surface of your waters because of this cosmic anthem. So just as Atlas pulses its signature tune, which is 7.83 Hertz, it is in profound synergy with the signature of the Earth, which is 7.83 Hertz. Observe the Schumann resonance, and you will clearly see what we refer to. Therefore, through the many synergies between Earth and Atlas, the collective heart and body of humanity, which has been frozen in fear and separation, is now melting. And the soul of compassion, with its twin empathy, they are both beginning to circulate within the hearts and the souls of many people within the race of mankind, kind man. And just so, the human heart is responding to the pulse of Atlas, and a vast blue wave of Shakti gathers, just as it did before, during, and after Diana passing into spirit during your year of 1997. Yet now, as the human heart opens with the potential of this current, burgeoning blue wave of gamma, Atlas comes forth as a crucible of light, heralding the Thor that we have just communicated. Evolution, you see, is never effective when it is willfully forced. Yet when evolution is liberated by surrender, divine grace pours through, consecrating the next phase of your ascension process within and throughout your race. And this moves vortices that are large, mark the resurrection of Osiris, who in the legends of ancient Atlantis and Egypt was murdered by his brother Set, and his body was cut into 14 parts to be scattered throughout the land. And these 14 parts indicate the 14 chakras of Osiris and the 14 areas of the political geography of that ancient land known as Kemet or Egypt. Metaphorically, we say that when all parts of the dismembered body of the divine male are reassembled, a potent strength in all beings will be reproduced, creating a conductivity of spirit beyond measure. And those who learn to blend with this pliability will thrive. And those who hold resistance will fracture. For you live upon the only planet of choice. Be aware, dear ones. Be aware. Your energy field is pulsing with the highly vibrational force of Atlas whilst it passes your solar deity, the Sun. And this will release energies from within you, heightened states of thought and feeling, of intention and action, and of other more subtle, vulnerable aspects of your nature. It is intended for this to be so, and you will resonate, as a result, a new note. This note will resonate within your collective field and anchor a completely new experience. And this experience will be coherence. Do you feel the possibility of this? You know, you may experience this by dowsing with your heart, by choosing with your heart, by living within your heart, by creating from your heart, because your heart is the seat of your soul. It is the central magnet of your soulful being. So, dear ones, there is so much in store for you to experience. As Three-Eye Atlas is stimulating within you a cosmic repatterning of your consciousness, and so observe how the water element of your being, representing remembrance and memory, is shifting, is quivering, is shaking, and notice how the nickel within Atlas is a metaphor for the resilience, the courage, and the constancy of your being within your soul. And feel how the air element of Gaia shimmers with the newly acquired electromagnetic pulses, the signals and the signature codes for a new sacred geometry. A new emotional architecture is being formed from the sonic resonances of Atlas, and a rapidly reformed pattern of Earth's systems will occur. There will be no space for the old patriarchy to continue the manipulative controlling force. And you may see this both in ether and soil, for the earth is being rewritten by the light codes and the sound pulses that are carried, yes, carried by Atlas. Look to the skies, dear ones. Look to the skies. And mark that through the month of November, a corridor of light acceleration will occur when your eyes will no longer be able to perceive the increase of light filtrations, because the inner eye of your soul is being developed to read the new patterns of this holography, of this light show, all occurring beneath the surface of your temporal world. So, look to the skies. And we promise you will see large orbs of light, much fuller or bigger than you have experienced before, because your star brothers and sisters are sending emissaries of light, new light species within the orbs, by way of preparation for the arrival of the blue star. This is imminent. The arrival of the blue wave, the arrival of a blue lady, and bringing with her a blue sisterhood. And we have referred to before in other contexts. For you see, they appear through the vast astrological waves of change. It is true, Pluto, who has been a figure of your underworld, is changing on surface levels, but there are other supernal planetary reverberations that are bringing about the arrival and the awakening of peace, and this will occur before, during, and after the winter solstice. Their desire, you see, your star brothers and sisters are desiring for you being here to help develop wholeness, to heal the separation. For the evolutionary elements of all oneness are bringing palpable change to your planet, which, as you know, harbors brutish behavior perpetrated from the egoic base of the poisoned male stance, because it feels alone, because it feels abandoned, because it feels uncared for. So we beseech of you, do not judge. Bring your compassion and your empathy to the fore, and therefore the alliance within the collective, indeed the alliance within the intergalactic council, will bring this change for you, dear ones. Be aware. We say be aware of the sacred and divine currents of your world, both inner and outer, and ritualize the development of your consciousness through prayer, through meditation, through chant, through affirmation, and move through your activities to enjoy Mother Nature. She will inform you through the anima mundi, through the pranayama. It is rich within Mother Nature. And therefore explore your sacred sites, stand upon celestial earth nodes, and you will receive the light particles from the crystalline deposits of Mother Earth's refinement process. And these benign and beautiful forces, these will holographically move your DNA to spiral closer and closer and closer with the galactic heart. And so, you will feel sacred harmonies amplifying your ideals, the ideals of integrity, authenticity, and unity consciousness. And you see, it is these truth frequencies that will override any current planetary distortion of behavior. Remember, you are not just witnessing Atlas as a cosmological object hurtling through space. You are participating in a profound spiritual awakening. And this is the galaxy reminding you about what you have always been. It is the cosmos reminding you of the profoundly genuine truth that concerns your spiritual heritage as a cosmic citizen. The light of Atlas is ancient, and it is calling you home, and you are slowly awakening. And we say, well done, dear ones. And now we provide you with sacred affirmations for your sovereign creativity. These will balance you. I am creating all the goodness that can make manifest in my life and in other life forms, for this is the living principle within the accomplishment of the mind of the divine. I am releasing goodness into the world through the glory of the spoken word, which was given to me as the divine sound made flesh, so that I may manifest justness as the divine loves. I am aware that the wonder of creation is already an infinitely known principle in the mind of God, and I know I am a reflection of the divine I am presence. I am manifesting the possibility of such infinite love and goodness, and as this comes to pass, wondrous magic, glorious miracles will caress the way of all who tread and move alongside me as I move on the path of my sacred destiny. And I am now feeling such love that endless goodness will arise from me to be shared in infinitesimal ways. We angels must now leave you. Please meditate on the essence of this divine transmission. Allow your whole being to be saturated by the love and the light that we give you. And we are so grateful for your being here, as we are grateful for the body vehicle of our dear emissary, who speaks for us. Please spread this transmission. Share it amongst your people. And if you can, watch this twice, thrice, maybe 4 times. Soak in the sound and light transmissions we provide through our emissary's eyes and voice. For his voice we have calibrated to the angelic loving frequency. And in just a little while you will see that you have always been exactly who we angels most want you to be, for what you want wants you. And so farewell, dear ones. Be within the divine I Am presence. And remember, your self-love is the divine light that lights the stars. And we will meet again, we promise you. It is destined to be thus. Namaste, namaste, namaste.